Hello everybody, this is Carmen Tucker back at it again with another Escape in the Wilderness video, and I pray that everyone has had a great week so far. I can honestly say like this week for me has been a little, a little something. Especially with school starting back, we getting ready for that, but I mean, I'm excited. I'm definitely, take those precautions and safety measures as needed. I know y'all are probably expecting this video to be out like Thursday. However, things didn't turn out that way. I'm doing it on a Friday, and at the end of the day, I'm getting this in for y'all and do what needs to be done, but I feel like it's definitely coming out when it needs to come out. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. So the message that I have is called Don't Rush. Don't rush. The scripture that stuck out to me the most when it comes to don't rush or to not rush is Proverbs chapter 21 verse 5. And it says, "The plan of the diligent lead surely to abundance, but everyone who is hasty comes only to poverty." So for those that do not know what the word hasty means, the definition of that is done or acting with excessive speed or urgency, hurried. So I've always been told when you rush in anything whatsoever, that is where you're going to mess up the most. Because everything that needs to be done, no matter what that is, you can't do it in a hurry. You have to do it with some type of patience. Now, I know there's some people that feel like they just have to get stuff done in a certain amount of time in this time frame, but they're not taking the time to just take it easy and slow down and do things at their own pace. And I feel like a lot of people criticize other people who don't move like that. They're not saying that it's not doable, but you have some that have to move at their own pace. Even for me, now I do catch on things quickly, but I move at my own pace. I have learned that I cannot go at the speed like everybody else because everybody is different. And I want to make sure that when I'm doing stuff, that is done at the pace that I can do it at, so I don't mess up. Because if we're moving too fast in anything, we're bound to mess up somewhere. If we speed along on a math test, it's a possibility, somebody will get all those answers right. Compared to somebody else just speeding along on a math test, they may end up missing one question or two because they were going too fast. Hopping into things and not thinking too clearly about it, or as well as praying about it. We just hop right into things, because it look good or sound good. We get into it. Then we find out, oh, maybe I messed up. Maybe this wasn't for me like I thought it was, or maybe I wasn't supposed to do this, but I was just so interested in, I just quickly hopped into something, and then boom, I'm there. I'm stuck there. Yeah. So those are just examples, and I know from me, I've had the tendency of just getting into stuff, not thinking about it, or at least praying about it, because I definitely want to pray about stuff, everything first before I just get into something. Because once I get into something and then all of a sudden I start seeing some things I'm not supposed to be seeing that I wasn't expected to see, then it's like, dang, I really should have thought this through. But that's where the whole thing comes into play of like being too hasty, moving too fast. Same thing applies to relationships. We tend to move too quick in relationships. We get with somebody that we think was the one, and we just avoid a lot of those red flags because we're so in love, right? But I mean, hey, even me, I've done that before where I thought, I was in love with somebody and I ignored a lot of red flags, but I continued to stay. Next thing you know, the relationship went downhill. At the end of the day, I end up learning, can't just move too fast into those things. It's always good to pray first about everything that you do. Everything that comes into your space, everything that is presented to you, you want to pray about it first. Really think about it. Is this something I'm supposed to be doing? Am I understanding this clearly? And, also when it comes to taking those leaps of faith. Because also another thing I've learned, anything that is taken away from your peace, it wasn't sent from God. Because God is of peace. God is peace. So once you get into stuff and you start realizing, this ain't what that is, because it wasn't for you in the first place. So we have to be very cautious of just jumping into stuff without praying about it or really thinking through it to see if I need to be doing that or not, if that makes any sense. Because I can't tell you how many times I just jumped into stuff just because it looked good to me or it sounded good to me. But then once I finally get into it, it's a whole nother ball game than what I was thinking. So definitely do not rush into anything. Do not rush when it comes to people, meeting people, getting into relationships. Really pray about it and see if that's what God is wanting you to do. Because once you get into whatever it is, eventually certain things are going to come to light. And I know for me, I had to learn things the hard way. But I'm human and I'm still learning. I'm still reading, getting into the word, each and every day. And I'm not perfect either. I'm not ever going to be perfect, but I'm taking the initiative every day, do my best to get into this word and studying that word. Because I'm telling you, you start learning a lot of stuff that you didn't know. But that is all I have for y'all. It's crazy because this particular message really was speaking to me this morning. And I was listening to it. It came from some random YouTube video. And this lady kept just speaking on don't rush. And I feel like, you know what? I really been dealing with that. And I really need to slow it down. I do. So that's from my experience, and just want to share that experience with y'all as well, those who are watching and those who may come across my video. But yes, again, that is all I have for y'all today on this lovely Friday. I appreciate y'all, the love and support that y'all provide and give. Still, if y'all haven't done so, definitely subscribe to my channel, Escaping the Wilderness. Comment, share with others that you feel that may need some motivation, definitely need some words of encouragement, need that word, that message that may be for them. And I just love y'all guys. And I will be seeing y'all again next week. Y'all have a good day.